Yo, that's kind of difficult, man. I'm loading up a bunch of songs at once for Jack, bro. So cheers, everybody. I apologize. Can you hear me? Boom, bada boom, boom. I don't know, and I'll go ahead and check it out in a second and see how that new shit from Jack, you know, how it goes up. Rise to 5. Here we go, guys. We're going to hear a little bit of Happy Gilmore first, and then we'll go ahead and hear Rise to 5. Let's see how it goes through. You know, compared to my voice and blah, 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 everything else, right? Comparison now, bro. I'm sorry, I turned off the radio. Let me know how that plays, how I can be heard, man. I'm going to put one of Jack's new songs right up in here, dude. I'm going to put in Rise to 5. Check it out right here. This is for Jack, bro. And Dave, bro. Alright, I'm going to pause out. How do I sound? So if you can hear me at all, man, this is called In the End by Rise to 5. You know, I'm trying to incorporate this new Cheers, Alfred, man. I don't know what the balance is here. I'm trying to play from Jack's new record here, you know? So I think I need to turn it down about here. No. A little bit higher, huh? I know, man. What a shit show. I'm sorry. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody. Smoke high. All right. I won't fuck Jack over, dude. That's my wife, obviously. Duh. So let me play some Jack here. Okay, I'm sorry. Rang. Let me know if it sounds good, man. We're gonna listen to that. This is a brand new release. What's up, Space Monkeys? This is a brand new release from Jack and the crew, man. Peter Enoch Thompson is playing bass like he always fucking did. He's the killer in DC, bro. Peter Tilly. Yo, Space Monkey, so your girl likes my quick foot, huh? My little jokey little... That shit's funny, bro. You know what, Space Monkey, tell your girl if golf was really like this, I would watch it all the fucking time, like Happy Gilmore, you know what I'm saying? I watched that too many times. If golf was really like this, Space Monkey. And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. And you can count. Down at Mini Golf. This song is called Chubb's Wooden Hand, by the way. Yo, Hershey, yo, Alfred, how goes it? How you doing? Hershey, you're gonna get something in the mail, probably tomorrow. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. And then he said, just got an ounce in the mayo. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it'll be there tomorrow. It'll be there tomorrow. Cheers, everybody, man. Yep, I got mail coming out with Space Monkey, Poppy Carl, Hershey. Yours is in there. You know, you'll get it tomorrow. Yo, Bud Files, what's going on, man? Everybody click that like. Oh yeah, I have a link, man. It's coming. My link. Off grid. I just got to do the right thing for fucking Jack. I gotta play another new Rise Defy, bro. I mean, I'm a fair guy, right? Let's play another new Rise Defy. So yeah, man, I'll say it right off it. I told you all about it after, right? Dave, dude, he's that dude's company owner, you know, and after his expense, he's trying to make up, dude. I have to respect that dude, you know, he lost money else to do that. I'm trying to save him money on my thing, right? But sweet, heck yeah, hey, dude, thank you. Thanks for being on. Yeah, man, I mean, yeah, fair enough, man. I'm playing one right now. Pretty good, pretty good. See you again. But the guy I was and what you want, I was be friends. That was the best of years we were lucky to have, and I put that in stone. When the dust stuff clears and it's all said and done, we shed a real time. sure Jack's real happy about playing that and stuff too. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm sure he's real happy about it. Cheers, man. Cheers, man. You know, I could only upload so many today. But I totally respect Dave, man. You know, he's the lead of that band. One time he hit me back up by email. He was like, "Yeah, dude, what do you want me to interview? What do you want to interview me about?" And I was like, "I forgot. It was so long ago. I forgot. I swear it was a good idea. You know, you were on the phone with Dad. Heck yeah, man. My dad, he's about to go 81, man. We're gonna I just called my sister and talked her into it. We're gonna do his birthday. She's gonna do stromboli and Italian food because he's an Italian guy, you know, from Jersey Delphia, and I'm gonna do salads. Chop them up, put some craisins, put some, you know, honey and good shit in them. What's up, daughter? Daughter, we gotta go tomorrow at like 12 plus, so go get some sleep, eh? All right. Love you. You too. Yeah, I know. I know. I can't love you more than you love me more. Yeah, shit. But yeah, everything I try to do for my father, you know, it might be the last bash, you know, but he got to see the Eagles win the Super Bowl, right? That's pretty fucking cool, right? You can't take that from the 80-year-old him, right? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's about to flip over, man. It'll be his birthday. We're celebrating for him. Like your dad wanted to come back, you know, against maybe better judgment, you know, he just wanted to come back. My dad, he hasn't gone there yet. He feels like he wants to do it right away, right? But then he's like, you know, I got to deal with these things and deal with these things, and then I'll sell the house, you know? So there's something behind him. And also, it's like the sister that's helping him, his on hand assistant sister, you know what I mean? She has a problem with touching my mother's shit. I'm like, come on, man, you know, get over that, man. Push all my mother's shit out of the way, you know, it's done. That shit's done. But so it goes. What up, kid? You got to go back. I'm glad you did that. Nah, you ain't getting more of this. Why? Well, what do you want? What's up, Alfred? How you doing?
What's happening there, Joe?
Not much. My daughter's bothering me about my soda here. Here, I'll give you a little bit, eh? I'll give her half of what I have. It's hot out here, off grid. I'm just trying to stay a little bit hydrated, you know.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, good. Had enough time to get ready for the show. You know.
Yeah. Like Crumblewood said, man, it's time for you to deliver the local news. Be gentle. Be gentle. It's only what 125 right there. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. Oh my gosh, he knows that I pressed the wrong button. Main stage. Main stage. Oh my gosh. Yes, you know I pressed the wrong button, man. I wanted to see you deliver the news main stage, not remove from stage. I'm not going to end this live. I know he will. He'll see his way back in. I didn't mean it. Right. Well, what's the weather there in Albuquerque? I really apologize. That is not what I meant to do. It was supposed to be center stage. Off grid, please. It was a mistake. I pushed the wrong button, man. I didn't mean to press remove. Uh-oh. It was a hot summer night. Abducted. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Off grid. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, man. I wanted to do this, main stage.
Yeah, your weather coming to you today. It's going to be a high of 125 degrees, and the ground's going to be smoking, wind of 75. I'd stay the fuck out of there today. Maybe go back inside. I don't know. Get a third air conditioner, ice cubes. Fucking, that's what you're going to need today to survive out there. It's not going to be easy. You're going to need a lot of water.
Most of the copper is boiling this point just on the radiant heat. He's almost like Max Headroom, He's almost like Max Headroom. I'm gonna send you that tape. You ever seen the original British movie Max Headroom? It's a very, very killer movie. I'll show you. No removing from space.
That's how you're gonna feel after the day's over and the sun gets done hitting you. Hell yeah! Hey, what a nice day, Joe. It's a good day. What a great day.
It was a hot day, man. I'm sure your Chicky Poo tea did well today, right?
Oh yeah. We fed the plants early this morning. Work on this real quick. Go to the rear facing. There we go.
Cool. Let me see if I find it. It's actually KL. Is it KLATV? Something like that. It's like KLTV. I'll show you. It's Max Headroom.
Right. This one's LA Goddess by Prism. Work hard, play easy. That's what it says. And it says, let's see, Mark One Funding Inc. presents a production of a Jag Mundra film starring Jeff Conaway, Joe Estevez, James Hong, Wendy McDonald, Kathy Shower. Is it? It's hard to read that. It's like a reprint. Directed by Jag Mundra. Directed by Jag Mundra. Says he's trying to get some work done, but she doesn't like to just work. She likes to do other things, like between the sheets. And he's having a hard time. It's rated R though. It says 1992, 92 minutes.
I'll call that a hard R. That's not just a regular R.
Right. Hard R. One of them hard R's. And then we got this really cool one.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah, this really cool one. It's the Space Shuttle STS-1 through STS-8 launches and reentries, I guess.
Oh, wow.
So it's got it's in one of them.
Blu-ray that's like worth money, bro. It's kind of weird, but I do.
All right. The Amazing Space Shuttle flights 1 through 8.
Does that have a gold center? Only usually XXX has gold labels. I'll tell you the truth,
Yeah, it has gold on it. Let's see. It says it's the Finley Holiday Film Corp.
Good evening, sir.
This is funny.
Well, here you go. This is off-grid. This is for you to see the Max Headroom.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's fucking badass. It's motherfucker. Look at that. Uh-huh.
It's like, the original story, as it says. So I say it's like KLV TV right there.
Oh, cool. And great bar.
Because I sent you the Wizards movie. Another great movie is this one. It's Savage Planet or Forbidden Planet. It's a French animation. This is grand, but it's a DVD, so I don't think I can send that to you. But I will send this to you. You can have the original Max Headroom. This is a killer movie. You know what I mean? It's not like what they did with him. This is the original shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this has got instructions for if your TV's a little fuzzy, what to do with your cleaning tape or whatever, when to clean the heads or something. I never saw one of these before. Must have came with some VHS.
my Philips test record is like the best thing in the world. It's like left channel this, right channel this, it tests everything, and that's really cool.
How to adjust tracking. Yeah, this is instructions for how to adjust the tracking. Really sweet. Hell
Go
yeah.
too far and then you back it up, usually, right? Or you press the
Yeah,
auto.
yeah. You go to the point right where it loses hi-fi, and then you back it up one, and hopefully you can keep
Yeah,
hi-fi.
that's
Because
kind of
that's
how
the
you
first.
do it.
Yeah, that's the first thing to go on these VHS tapes is the hi-fi audio tracks.
Yeah, I hate like auto. I mean, I'm using an auto one, but the auto hi-fi players, I'd rather just turn that shit off. I really would. Because it's very annoying when it's searching and it gets it and it drops and it's like.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
I hate that shit. I'd rather run it like mono, and I'll double the mono. I'll stereoify the mono track on the left and just run the
Hell
tape,
yeah.
dude. I just do it like that. No noise, nothing.
Right. Yeah. StreamYards is just weird when you're on it. I don't know what it's like on your side, but it's like the bar for the internet never goes away. The search bar and shit up there,
Oh
it
yeah,
just
you're
stays up
right. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I can go up there. Well, I mean, that's kind of cool because when I go in the background, I never get kicked out. So that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like I can go
there.
ahead and drop like a music video down there, and it won't kick me out. If I'm on YouTube, it will. It'll say you need to reconnect, and you press reconnect as many times as you want. It doesn't let you do it.
Yeah, I had it boot me the other day when I tried coming out to send a link to share the video. Somebody
Dude,
booted it.
I think it booted you when you played Red Hot Chili Peppers, like the other day, like yesterday.
Definitely did with Tool. Somebody said Tool in the chat, and then I played Tool, and it was boom.
Right.
algorithm,
Right. That's
the
just
algorithms,
crazy.
yeah, the algorithm's changing. We can't get away with that no more, I guess.
I get
But
hit copyright every week now. Now that I hang out with this CD player every week, When I was playing around with Amazon, I used to write down everything that passed, so that I could play with that. But that was only when I had a trial, and I was done with it when I was done with it.
So I totally
All full
picked these up.
premiere.
South
Uh-oh.
Park. Is it flipped around where you guys can read it? Because it's all backwards for me.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, I have some of those, man.
Right, so this is volume 5. It has like a warning sticker on it and shit.
How many episodes
so
are
they
on
have
it? How many episodes?
two episodes. Only 2 episodes. I got Starvin' Marvin and Mecha Streisand on this one.
So
And then
so this is what I think. You might find me wrong here, okay? So I admit that. But I think you're gonna find that they use the same introduction with every single one. Like Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they're like in like a hot tub and they're like, "You're about to watch our favorite episode of South Park," and they just use that same intro over and over and over, like into the 6th. Like you have volume 6. I think guaranteed that it's the same intro over and over and over, and they do that to be funny. You know what I mean?
yeah, this one has it has Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh and Tom Rhinoplasty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I couldn't say no to them. Even though there was only 2, I'm like, I guess I'll have to start a little South Park collection if I start seeing South Park.
Yeah, you have 2 of them. I mean, I'm for sure I have 1 through 4. I think one of those is my favorite. Is like when they have like the cough syrup that turns them into zombies. It's like the Halloween episode. It might be like volume 4 or something, like right before what you have. But I love that one. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it was the first time I seen them out of all my VHS looking. We found this movie looks.
Anything with Terrence and Phillip in it is good too. The floppy heads. Hey.
So this is Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon, and Alyssa Milano. It's a suspense thriller. Rated R.
Oh yeah.
Imagine Entertainment. It's called Fear.
Yep. That's one of the ones when my wife, came into my life. She had that one already. Yeah, Mark
Huh.
Wahlberg. He does his breathing thing, like he did in the what was that other one? The Basketball Diaries. He does his breathing thing, because we were talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt, how she does her her, and they both do that shit. So yeah, you're gonna watch him going hard on that in Fear. Triple nipple.
Yeah, I never.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. 1999. It says. And
Yeah, that's one
and
of
I,
the
I
tapes. Literally,
needed more Adam Sandler, so I found
yeah,
Big Daddy.
yeah,
Big
yeah.
Daddy. I was like, yeah, I didn't have that, so hell yeah, another Adam Sandler.
That's when my kids. I was taking them to the theater, and they were just the age of Frankenstein in the movie. That meaning that they pissed on me too. You know what I mean? Like I had to take them to the theater and get pissed on, and I used to still work there at that time. I used to still work at the theater at that time, man.
Wow,
Go
that's
with
still my
this.
dream job. 1999. Yeah, it says 99.
Yeah.
Big Daddy. And then we got, let's see, we got this National Geographic special. It's called Polar Bear Alert, and the reason I got it, the biggest reason I got it was because it was in one of those shaken whatever boxes.
Oh, squeeze and shake. Yeah, squeeze and shake from Hollywood. Hollywood used those.
Yeah, I was in a squeeze and
Yeah.
shake, so I was like, that's cool.
Right. And in Hollywood Video, they called when they put a National Geographic, they called that the special interest section. So you have an SI from Hollywood with the squeeze and shake,
Nice. Yeah, I hadn't seen any National Geographics yet either. This was the first one.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of. Every time I got a job, they would give you like discount codes with Barnes and Noble and Amazon and such. So one of them was Barnes and Noble, and so I used to get the National Geographic Nat Geo DVDs, and they would be like whole seasons. But at the beginning of the month, since I worked at this job, they would send me like a 25% off coupon or whatever. So I got some pretty cool Nat Geo series that way. But that's DVD, it's not all surviving like VHS,
And then we got some really Kim Basinger in a movie called I Dreamed of Africa.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one, man. She's getting hugged pretty tight in the front.
Vincent Perez, Ava Marie Saint, and Liam Aiken. Based upon the book by Kuki Gallman. Let's see, produced by Stanley R. Hoffe.
Yep, I don't know them, man.
Directed by Hugh Hudson. I don't know. It's Columbia, though. It's Columbia.
He's loving your suit. Off grid. He's loving your suit.
Oh, yeah? Sweet.
Remember,
so this is like probably
we got like 99 views by the time we ended the last time we were together, That was you bringing the views, right?
Yes. Yeah,
he loves the suit, man. Show it off, man.
It's got a lot of hair on it right now. We got.
Take cover.
Right.
Yeah, you totally look like a newscaster. It's really cool.
It says classic Italiana, and designed by who the fuck?
Vito Ruffalo.
No, it says Biella or something. Biella or something like that. Biella. Right, it's a pretty nice coat, though. Damn it is. Damn right it is. It's a nice coat. Hard to find them with long enough sleeves, you know, when you're a big
Yeah,
guy.
no doubt. Yeah, the one I just got, obviously, to be fat enough for me, it had 2 long sleeves. But that's
Oh
okay.
yeah,
I'll
too.
work around it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I just something I picked up in the Goodwill, but it fit
Yeah.
with the one button. It was nice, but yeah, the sleeves were too fucking long. Whoever this guy is, he's big and tall. He's different. I'm only 5'7" or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a cat and 2 golden retrievers doesn't do good with a dark colored suit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yep. I knew I had a jean hair because it was bright white and real short. I knew I had a jean hair.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, how's Woody
Yeah, sir.
been?
Oh, good. He's right there. He's sitting in my chair.
Mr. 6'2", 5'2", I mean 6'2". Yeah. Off grid's a little bit above that, 6 something, 6, 7
6'5"
feet.
and a quarter.
There you go.
6'5" and a quarter. I shrank from 6.5. I'm down to 6'5" and a quarter with no shoes.
Right.
Consistently. For years now, consistently. So I'm probably going to be 6'5" forever now.
Mr. 6 has been listening to I don't know, what is that? 10,000 Homo DJs or no. That's Linger Picking Good. Beers, Stairs, and Queers. Cowboys. That one. What is that band? I forget their name. But anyways, it's Al Jorgensen and or Trax Records in Chicago.
Tracks. Huh.
Revolting Cops. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. They did a Me So Horny. That was cool. They did a Me So Horny. Yeah, Revolting Cops. Linger Picking Good.
Oh, me so horny.
Oh shit, Alfred, I got the original. I could probably really grab it in like 2 seconds. I really could. It's still got the phone number of Luke Records,
Me so horny. Me so horny.
I think I can grab that in like 2 seconds. And it probably says $2.99 on it. And it's still got the phone number on it. It's so crazy, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, the prices of stuff is insane.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Well, these days it's insane. I bought in, I would never do it now, Some of these records, they think they're worth like $2,000. I mean, that's crazy. I've never spent more than $125. I mean, and that's crazy enough. But.
Right.
The Troll soundtrack, that was really Richard Band, Charles Band. The Troll soundtrack, that was really important to me. Old movie that my sister and I saw back in the mid '80s. Scared the shit out of it. But the soundtrack was real important to me. I spent over $100 for that.
So I have one other movie that I got. It's an old one, right? It's called For Whom the Bell Tolls. It's Gary Cooper and Ingrid Bergman. It's a 2-tape set. It's from 1943, but it's in color. They've remastered it in color on this one.
Nice.
And then they've added some newer music or something to it. Modded the movie a little.
Yeah. That's awesome, man, because it was made in the 40s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's from. They bought it in '96 for $13.96. Whatever reason, these people like writing their dollar amounts that they paid for on the tapes. They bought several of these people's movies now, and they have the date, the year they bought it. It'll say like Christmas '96, and then they'll say the price, or it'll say birthday or whatever, like for different people or whatever.
Jimmy's father, right? He left with his XXX tapes. He left like cards, and they had like timestamps, and they were talking about acts and whatever, So Jimmy's dad left cards with the VHS tapes of the X, And they had like timestamps, like this is about to go on, this is about to happen, this is the transition into this. I mean, that's like deep. That's detailed, man.
Yeah, it says this is
Jimmy's
a
dad was called Bear, and he was a wild man.
yeah. It says this is a story from Ernest Hemingway,
Right? I do
and
have that
it's
tape, but I don't have a double set. So I do have that tape, but you have a better edition.
two
Yeah.
tips. It's like a remaster or something. Yeah.
I mean, see, the thing is, when they spin the tape all fast, you get low quality, more time. So when they split it up on two tapes, they're trying to preserve the quality of film as much as they can at home. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of extra money because magnets are a rare earth mineral, and they were even then. So they try to limit the amount of magnet that they have. So you won't find on an independent tape, you won't find a long run out, stuff like that, right? Maybe on a studio tape, you'll just find a standard length. But on a fucking independent tape, they'll cut it. And they used to sell SLPs cheaper. They would sell you the same movie at home, but like a screener is always an SLP, low quality, and they always put up showing for promotion purposes or whatever as a what do you even call that when they put the damn it, I forget what they even call that, but when they put your graphics up front, they'll do that and they'll say for promotional purposes, and they'll do it as an SLP. But when you buy it from them, it'll be like a long play or whatever, I don't know, and you'll get a better quality. And some of those companies would give you like a $3 discount if you bought a shittier quality. It was wild back in those days because magnet is expensive as it is now.
Yeah.
That never changed.
That's part of it, huh? Yeah, they can make an extra, even 20 cents a tape or whatever, like anything. They're saving a buck. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir, Crumbleweed. See you later, man. See you later, man.
That's why that
But
tape's
yeah,
got real lightweight.
It was that deep, and like it's understandable, because it's still a commodity that's crazy. I think, again, I don't like batteries or magnets. They're garbage. Terrible thing. Silica, the other thing. We're totally dependent on all these things, and they're just like hyper toxic.
Right? Yeah, for sure. I mean, strip mining the earth for rare earth minerals.
Yeah. And everything inside the plastic cover of your phone is like not lickable. Like it's really bad. You can get brain disease with silica and with all the metals. It's like it's really bad shit. And we just put it right in your pocket. Go take a swim with it.
Yeah, keep it right on your nuts all day long. Hell yeah.
Osmosis.
The women too, we keep our pants pockets around our waist. So like, whether you put in the front pocket or the back pocket, they're gonna be in that middle area of your body there, no matter what. It can't be good for us. All that extra radiation from that.
Yeah. And I don't understand how they do the back pocket thing, because I don't even want to put my wallet traditionally in the back pocket, I don't even want to do that. But what do they do? Actually sit on their phones or just pick them up every time? I don't even know how that works.
I sit on mine, and I have for forever since there's been smartphones, and I've never broke a screen from sitting on it.
You sit on that phone? Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm sitting on the screen. If I'm sitting on the screen, I've never had it break, but it totally could.
You know how in the carpenter pants they have the nail pocket on the one side and then they have the hammer loop on the other. I'd have to put my phone in the nail pocket, in that knee. I wouldn't sit on it. I couldn't sit on it. I weigh too much, man.
Yeah. I got bony ass. I got a bone pushing into the screen, so
he's got a sharp spot. Yeah, he's got a sharp spot pushing in there. I worked in a carnival and I had a friend and she had a bony ass. And she would have to ride on top of me on the way home, and she was just my friend, nothing, but nothing between us. And I'd be like, man, you're just like cutting through all my, everything, like all my nerves and everything with your fucking bone. You know? We were friendly
My
enough for me to just tell her the truth. I'm like, hey, my nerves are firing off in like 27 directions, man, because you're pinching them,
yeah, when my dog gets on me, he can push. Gus can push all his weight down. I swear, his whole body weight on a spot like this. Man, he can
They
really
know how to
smash you.
do it. Yeah. That's like the cats that keep you awake, man. They just hit you with those they hit you with their paws, but they're more like like the end of a cane. They hit you like the
They're-
end of a cane with their paw. They're like dang, boom, 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 and you're like, oh, I will never sleep, man.
Thankfully, Woody doesn't mess with me. I think sometimes in the morning, once I roll over for the first time in the morning, every once in a while, Woody jumps up and gets to the foot of the bed. But other than that, he's never up there. I never know when he's there. I go to
at
I go to
least
stretch out
he
a little
waits.
more, and
It sounds like he waits from the signal to you that you are getting up. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't initiate; he's waiting.
no, he's not. Yeah, he used to do that when he was a kitten. He'd run around like crazy first light. But yeah, as he's getting older, he's waiting. They all are. All these animals are all waiting until I get up before they get up.
Yeah. That's smart. That's good. Do they tell you though, like if it's an emergency and they have to go out? You know what I mean? Like something
Oh
like
yeah,
that. They probably get you. Yeah.
yeah. Gus and Jean knows how to whine at the door if she's got to go out. She'll cry. I heard her.
Yeah.
She's
That's
like, "Arr, arr." I'm like, okay, where you going now? Yeah, but she hasn't had to do that in a while. She's getting used
right.
to the routine.
Cool.
They have accidents though. Gus had several in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Just
I don't
too
know.
late. Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. We switched kibbles back and forth. That was probably tough on his gut. Like he always has trouble when we switch food. I
Right.
switched from I switched from the one our regular one to this other, and he stopped eating it and was being weird. And so I went and I bought the stuff that he likes. It took him a few
Yeah.
days to get over that and start to want to eat it again. But now he's eating it like normal.
Man, pet feed is so expensive nowadays. I mean, I could probably eat for less myself.
Yeah, I just
Pet
bought
feed is
Woody a sack.
pretty up there.
Yeah, that's part of what I did when I went to town. The tapes weren't there, so I was like, I'll do something. So I hit 2 thrift shops. I tried to hit a third, but they're already closed.
What are you gonna do about those Bose speakers, man? Because we found some pretty killer speakers even so far over here, and we left them all alone. But some of them are just like they're just like they're just like bookshelf speakers, but they're wired up together and they sound so good, man. Because there's a lot of rich people around here. So back
Some of
here
those
at
are still
Goodwill,
there.
man, they're coming up with some
Part of
good shit.
the little Bose speakers that were part of the surround sound disappeared. The sound bar, there's still a few of them there though. It was a big like home theater setup for sure. They upgraded.
Yeah.
So there's a place nearby that does home stereos. That's what they do or whatever. I think it's called Sound Science or something. And that's what
Right.
that guy does. So I guess the tear outs, instead of him selling it, he's been giving them to the thrift stores to resell, like randomly. He
Right.
gives them to different ones. Yeah, they go to different ones. Like probably
Yeah,
tax
man.
write off.
Yeah.
Tax write off if he can get a receipt out of them, right? Hell yeah.
Oh, with his old stock. Yeah. Yeah, I can make a home theater for anybody, I know how to do all that stuff. If you're into it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I like this. So far, the best sounding speaker I found is Onkyo,
Yeah.
or however you say it. It's Onkyo, but it's got really clear highs, really good tweeters
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. My father gave me an Onkyo receiver, It's like it's lower wattage, but it has like environments, like you know what I mean, like whatever you call it, like sort of digital environments or whatever, and you push those buttons, and it's got really lush sound. It's got really good sound, you know.
Yeah, it beats the RCA speaker for highs, for sure. They're both similar
Oh,
in quality and build though, but yeah, the parts are better in the Onkyo than the RCA.
I have an RCA 5.1 system, you know, and it's garbage. It's like it's okay to put right under your TV, you know, but it's a 5.1 system with its own receiver, you know, center bar, subwoofer, and all the 4 points or whatever. And
Yeah,
nah, you know what I mean? Like it's garbage. It's okay to
yeah,
put right under your TV and sit under it like it's, you know, like it's a fucking fireplace or something. But it doesn't count.
right. Yeah, this one right here, this Onkyo little speaker right here is a pretty awesome little speaker. It's like I knew once I
Right?
picked it up, I was like, oh, look at the weight on it. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
something in there. Something in there. Yeah, I have the 80-watt max 8 ohms on this little speaker. It makes real
They
nice
don't,
sound
huh?
with,
Yep.
with not much power.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 3.5 driver speaker in the center there.
Yeah, something
But
like
that's
that.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I have a couple of good acoustic speakers that play like that, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, I'd love to find some bigger speakers, you know, some really like big house speakers. But so far, I haven't seen anything that was worth a shit. Only one set and they wanted too much. There were these like 8-inch JBL little like speakers, you know, they weren't super huge, but they were 2 foot tall. And they wanted $80.
Yeah,
I was like, that's too much use, man. You don't know if those fuckers hit or not, or if they're blown. I pushed on the cone and
yeah.
it sounded okay, but you don't know till
I
you play
think
it,
the
right?
most
If it's
killer like home speakers I have, they're like a Pioneer set, you know, and they have probably a 12-inch woofer. They have a you know acoustic port, and then they have a tweeter on them, and they're just like
yeah,
old Pioneers from like '92. I think those are the
yeah,
best like home speakers that I have, you know.
yeah, yeah. It used to be 12s and 15s for home stereo speakers. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. We don't really need all that anymore, I guess. Not
Right
really.
there, they all got a lot smaller. Everything. Well, they give up on quadraphonic sound.
Right? Yeah, I had two quad receivers that I got at when I worked at a recycle center. You know, people were just throwing them away, and I had two quad receivers, one quad record that I could play. I think it was it was Grand Funk. Yeah, it was a Grand Funk Survival that was in quad. And so I got to wire it up with all four wires and listen to how it actually sounds. You know, it was pretty wild. But it also
Hell yeah.
does well on you know stereo and CD. You know, it's a good record survival. It's pretty interesting. They have a lot of in studio chatter and talk and stuff. It brings you into the experience. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He's all like Neo now. I mean, not like Neo that we know, but like Neo.
Mr. Anderson.
Neo
Hell yeah.
Anderson Jr., sir, or whatever. Keithman was talking about Neo, and I was like, Neo's just not going to stop the trolling that he does, you know. So it's all good. And even funnier today with the Big Dave, you know. I was like, oh man, Big Dave's giving me hell. I don't care. So it's all
Uh,
good, man.
uh,
We can't care. It's just YouTube. We're all talking to each other. They have different channels that do things, you know, interesting things.
different things, yeah. Different things. Oh
It's
yeah.
a
Well,
blender, man. It's too bad they didn't give you your mail yet, man. When one of those shows that we have to watch, because it doesn't matter if we can hear it, is Wizard. If you play that out there in the park one of these nights and share it up here, that would be the best. Because it's
yeah.
so visual, we don't really have to hear it.
Yeah.
And you can watch, you can watch the plant. You can watch the plant sway.
So what do you think's the best one out of the ones I got? Fear or
Let me think about. Hold on. The best ones out of the ones you got today. What do you think?
I mean, well, Big Daddy's fucking great, but I've seen it a few times. I've never seen Fear.
Right. I saw Big Daddy in the theater. Yeah. I'll
I've
have
only
to lean towards Big Daddy. I think.
yeah,
That's a
Big
great
Daddy.
movie.
Big
Yeah.
Daddy is a good one.
I think that's a great movie.
Yeah, so you really think you have the South Park's really episodes 1 through 4 or volumes 1 through 4? That's
I
fucking
think I do.
hilarious.
Yeah.
This is 5 and 6. I'll keep watching.
Yeah.
I'll keep watching. Maybe they have more to sort. Maybe I'll find the rest of them.
Obviously, it'll be more convenient on DVD than on VHS, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't
Well, I
matter.
mean, yeah, for a number of episodes and whatnot.
Right.
If you just
Yeah,
want to
on
go to an
DVD you could
episode.
just get like the entire season or the entire run.
Yeah. At least there's only 2 episodes per tape. It could be worse if there was like 4 or 5 on a VHS. You had to like fast forward to the spot. There's no good way to do that.
Right. Yeah, they used to have a company called ReTV, and they would do episodes of a film. But they would do episodes of like a TV show that was good, but you would have to have so much shelf space, 21 tapes or plus, you know what I mean? Like my son has the Batman, the animated series, and I got him the ReTV version, but it takes up, kind of half of one shelf.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to have dedicated room for that VHS. Uh-oh, it's Mr. Hanky.
Howdy-ho! Howdy-ho! Merry Christmas! That shit's fucking hilarious.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh.
It's got like adult mature warning. This is the only one's rated mature. It's all mature warnings and shit all over it and shit. Nice.
Right. Yeah, it was all on Cartoon Network though, so it was all like free cable for everybody, all the kids. So they were playing that game, they could license everything, sell it to the kids, and then also say, I swear this isn't for the kids, it was like that big
Yeah, I've totally seen these episodes. Starvin' Marvin. Yeah, I've totally seen this before, dude. Remember this guy? Oh yeah. I remember that animated dude right there in the little diaper.
Yeah, he had the clicks and stuff. All that.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah. Shit's hilarious. I can't believe I found this.
Starvin' Marvin, Talkin, Terrence and Phillip. They had all that stuff.
Yeah, that's great. You still got dark on you, Joe. Got dark on you.
Yeah. It's totally dark here. Yeah.
Finally, still daylight on. Still daylight. Party on, Wayne.
Yeah, it's only 10:15 here, man.
All right, is it that late here already? It's 8:15. All right.
Yeah.
We're about to lose light though. It's setting. Those guys out in Arizona still got a little bit of light left in California.
Yeah. What is your actual? You're probably almost 9 o'clock when you really have a sundown, right?
No, the sun's set now. The sun's set right now. We're just losing the last of the light. The sun's completely gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just we're just losing the light now. Now it'll be like whatever, another 30 minutes or so, and it'll start getting dark. There's
Yeah,
nothing to
yeah,
the
that
west,
sounds about right. Yeah,
something
because
like
here
that.
it's like it. I think it's like at 8:49 or something right now. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, 8:18. Yeah, it's gonna probably be about 8:40 or something. 8:40 when they're finally starting to see some stars or something.
Man, Anthony's in the same state as I am, but his sun doesn't set for like an hour and 10 minutes after mine. Like for real, you know,
Yeah,
it's
well,
pretty wild.
how many miles is it? 400 miles from east to west in Virginia? Is it that big?
Virginia's humongous, dude. It's big.
Yeah.
It's not Texas, but it's big. I couldn't tell you.
Well, because Illinois from top to bottom is roughly 400 miles. So I'm thinking, like,
Yeah,
looking at that way, if you turn that sideways over at Virginia, it's got to be close to the same, like
yeah.
somewhere around
I couldn't
400
tell you.
miles or something. Maybe a little more. The tail really goes a long ways. Like, yeah,
Yeah, but it's about an hour and 10 minutes later when he gets the same, the same time as mine. So that's pretty wild.
yeah. I mean, that's a long ways. That's far. 400. That Kansas is 400 miles. Virginia's probably more than that. Probably closer to 500 miles or some shit.
Shit, I think I can get to Arizona in like 700 or something like that. I think I can get there.
Yeah, I didn't look at
I mean,
that. Yeah, I
that's a
didn't look at
different
that.
world. If I get to Arizona from Virginia, I mean, I know people haven't been here, but you just have no concept. It's a completely different world. Completely,
Yeah.
And a lot
New
of
Mexico.
people, like the best I can say, because a lot of people have that, and they've had that trip to DC when they went to the mall or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a weird place. It's a weird place.
I would think for education and stuff, public education's better in Arizona. Oh yeah, there's more big cities in Arizona. There's more fucking shit to do in Arizona. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's more developed. It got more developed. Shot ahead of our state. Way ahead.
right, right.
There's a little over 2 million people in this state though.
Right, right, right.
So it's not tiny. Like they're smaller states with lower populations. Wyoming.
Well, I mean, like,
Wyoming.
a place like DC is it's very dense, right? But if you look at how many people like have transportation, they don't. You know what I mean? Like, and the locals really don't. So it's the people who come in and out. They're not locals. The locals are so simple. The rest of the people are governmental. They come in from all around the country. There's a lot of people from Wisconsin. They come in every 2 years, whatever, whatever. There's a lot of what do you call those people? Like lobbyists and assistants and all those people. They come from all around the country, but the people who live in DC are very simple. Things have changed a lot in the last 20 years, but only like everywhere else, meaning that there's more like Latin gangs and there's more drug these thing problems. You know what I mean? There's more like of these complicated new horrible drugs and things, but that's like everywhere. That's like
Yeah,
everywhere, man.
it's even worse in some places in the world, for sure. Yeah, it's worse. It's worse in some places than it
Yeah,
is here. It's
yeah.
bad enough here. I think the problem here is worse than that virus was.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, my mother's from West Virginia. West Virginia is pretty famous for having like, long stretches of boredom and therefore like opiates and morphine and all those sort of things. And it was horrible. My own
Brother,
like my own like cousin, like he's calling the police because they stole his pills or whatever. I mean, you can't call the police because they stole your pills, but they don't have any sense. They don't have any
I'm
sense when they
rich.
go that
I'm rich.
deep.
I'm rich, Joe.
I know,
You know that,
man. You said egg?
brother. I just pulled that out of my pocket. I didn't even know it was there at all. And
Uh-oh.
and I found my missing pocket knife. It's been missing for fucking a month or more. I couldn't find it. It was in this
That's
pants
cool.
pockets with the
There you go, man.
with the $3. I'm like, oh, bonus. It is 7-7-25 and 2 and 5 together 7. So that's like 7-7-7 fucking jackpot day. Cha-ching! That was my cha-ching for the day right there. Was the pocket knife. I found my knife.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad you had good luck, man.
Do you have anything good happen today yet, Joe? It just happened,
No.
like right now.
No,
it took all the way
today.
till now. Maybe still get
Yesterday
some.
was good. Nah, yesterday was good, man. Yesterday was good.
I know you got that. You had that video. When did you upload that one? Was that yesterday when you went to go get those Arizonas and they were marked 99 cents?
We did two of them. We did one on this channel and one on the other. We did our scripted video deal. Even my daughter, I was just like, when I say tease, just shake it. That's all we did. Like that was the scripting. But we did it on both channels. I got like probably 1,000 views over here on that. And then my other channel, remember, I'm just trying to get it up to 50. You know, I got a couple more subs over there.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you're duh, they charge you tax. I was like, you have no clue. You come around here, you don't know how high our taxes are. I'm talking pre-tax. Like, you don't even know, because the other people who are in, like, Manassas County, they have a 10% tax. We have a 20, you know, and they cry about their 10. I'm like, how do you cry about your 10 when we have a 20? You know what I mean? Like, no, I know about tax. What do you think? I woke up yesterday?
Yeah, here, if you bought that Arizona at a grocery store, they wouldn't charge you any tax on it, sales tax, because they'd say it was food. But if you bought it at the C store, then they would charge you tax on it.
Yeah. And that's okay, but they charge us $1.10 plus tax at the gas station, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, you know, and we have it around here, plenty of places, they just have the unmarked cans now so they can charge whatever they want, you know. But this place is selling them wrong. And it wasn't even me, but my daughter kept telling the lady, and she was just talking to somebody else. You know what I mean? She paid zero attention. What is up, Vince Matthews? How you doing, Vince? Cheers, bro. But yeah, I wouldn't even bother with it.
My name's Rick James.
Yeah, I don't even know, because I said most of the places around here, just like you, they just have the non-marked can, and now they do like a 7-Eleven does a 3 for whatever, but they're obviously like kind of like $1.59 or whatever each.
I think here, instead of where it used to say 99 cents, now it says like great value or something on the can. That's what it says. It's like great value or something like that. Something like that.
Great value. I'm not arguing with that, man, but they shouldn't charge us for the long price.
You know, we underpaid for a long time, I believe. The owner of that company needs props from everybody in America for fucking holding that price down forever. Like, that was great. They did that for a long time. They could have easily got more money out of all of them.
I actually know about the whole thing, man. The history of the company was the two guys that worked as beer distributors, you know, they were just driving trucks. They figured out we don't need to advertise. We just need to make sure we get our product in all these places. And that's when they did their first like Kung Fu styled malt beverage. You know, I don't know. I don't think it was King Cobra, because King Cobra is still out there, but it was another Kung Fu style, you know, malt beverage that they made sure to get into all the stores that they were distributing. And then it moved into tea. They did Crazy Horse malt liquor. People really hated that shit. You know what I mean? Like, there was a big problem with that. They were like, fuck Arizona, boycott, you know, like Crazy Horse malt liquor. That shit ain't funny, you know? So, but he himself and everything with his 99 cents and his losing strategy. And my goodness, man, they had deals with CVS so that in the summer, if it was like code red in your area, then he would make sure that CVS sold them for 49 cents. You know, and people in the hood like Popeyes, CVS, you know, these are like their grocery stores. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have a giant that they can get to. So he did that shit for a long time. I totally think he was weird too. And the way that he does his real business is he shares it with his family, and he makes sure that they have like family dinner tables. So even in the middle of like a warehouse or whatever, they'll stop and have dinner together as a family and shit. So he's just like, that's his philosophy. That's really cool. He can't
Hmm.
stop the market. No, just like Dollar Tree kept that thing for $1 for whatever, 32 years. You just can't do it anymore now. $1's nothing, man. It's not 24 rupees anymore. It's nothing.
Hell yeah. It's fucking, you can't even get a box of mac and cheese most places.
Right? Weren't they always like 3 for $1 or more? They were always like 3 for $1, right? Mac and
I
cheese,
feel
right?
like, yeah, it's more than that now. A lot of
Oh
places,
yeah,
hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Normal price is like 75 cents or something. The craft is probably the normal price is more than $1 at
A
the
dollar
big
29 or
box.
something. Yeah, for sure. Just
Yeah,
one box. That used to be 33 cents.
yeah, it used to be,
Free.
yeah, 30 cents. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, bread used to be real cheap. Now it's hard to
Yeah.
even find a loaf for like less than like $4.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
worth.
that's the wild thing is, I stick to the fact that like I'll pay $52 a year. I'm a club member at BJ's. You know what I mean? And therefore I can get bread for, still less than $3 for a big ass loaf. And I can still get stuff like that so cheap. But I have to pay in, be a member.
Hmm. We used to go to this. It was like a Bimbo bakery outlet. It was like they had Ora wheat bread and Entenmann's and all kinds of shit there.
Yeah,
And it was like
yeah,
day
yeah.
old bread place. Dude, what killer deals. That bread never went
Yep,
bad. But what you do is we'd buy like, I don't know, 8, 10 loaves at a time and get the free Entenmann's and shit. And we had a punch
yep.
card for every so many dollars you
Yeah,
spent and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah.
And then you get
Whenever
another
you're
free
near
loaf.
like the warehouse, they usually have those stores. My mother worked for a Wonder Bread place. It was the day old Wonder Bread. They have those all across the country. She worked in one of those in the 70s, you know what I mean? Answering
Yeah,
phones and stuff.
we just always froze the bread, everything that we weren't going to eat. And the free ones, the ones that they gave you for free, were like older than the rest of them, and you need to eat those ones right away. You don't freeze those ones. You
Right.
have to eat those like within 2 days or something, or they're going to go, they actually will go bad. But the
Yeah,
rest
yeah,
of it,
yeah.
we never actually had any of it ever go bad.
Yeah, you just put it in the freezer, take it out, toast it, and put some butter on it later. No problem, right? No, no deal.
Hell yeah, we go down, spend like $20 and come home with like 14 loaves and 2 free Entenmann's or some shit. And it'd be enough bread to last 3 of us a whole month for $20. All the bread you could eat.
Yeah, man. Anytime we've been in a food pantry, man, there's no shortage of banana, but it's all smelling and shit. You got to go home and make banana bread tonight. You know what I mean? Like that's the deal. It's like you
Yeah,
make
yeah.
banana bread tonight. You try to get an Entenmann's or like something like a wrapped up sub or something. But yeah, you got to cook that shit tonight and make sure it's preserved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are really good. I haven't had those in a long time. The Entenmann's. I don't even know if they sell them in Old Town. Maybe.
I've seen them. I've seen them recently. Yeah, I was looking for the danishes. We had danishes for dessert the other day.
I went and visited with the neighbor, and he gave me a donut. It was like a glazed, old-fashioned cake donut, but it
Yeah,
was way too. It was super sweet. I even told him like halfway through, I was like, "Wow, this donut is really sweet." He's like, "Yeah."
right,
He's like, "They
right,
could."
right,
He said, "Yeah, they could have not glazed them." I was like, "Exactly." All right.
right, right. Yeah, man. Me and my son, we like those old fashioned donuts where they're like deep fried and then they have that like lemony glaze on them. Those are good, man.
Yeah. I think my favorite is Winchell's donuts. Do you guys have
Yeah,
Winchell's in the East? Yeah, Winchell's. They have a
I've been to a
cinnamon and
Winchell's, but it wasn't here. It was like in Ohio or something. I think it was Midwest.
yeah, it was. They might not be everywhere, but they got a cinnamon and sugar donut. That's all it is. It's just like sprinkled cinnamon and sugar on kind of a regular donut or whatever. That shit's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bomb. And when you get them fresh early in the morning when they're still hot. Oh my god,
It's so warm, yeah.
those are good. They melt in your mouth right away. Like,
yeah, man.
yeah,
I mean, they have Dunkin' everywhere, and obviously, I don't think they bake in house anymore or anything like that. But you know, back in the day, the Dunkin' had like the apple cinnamon filled donut. I used to love that stuff because it's so hard to find that kind of flavor out there. You know, everything's chocolate, everything's mint. You know.
I think it was the Russians running the Winchells there. I think all over the Denver area.
Oh yeah,
but, they didn't. Yeah, I think they lived in the back too. But they had really good donuts.
They're probably from LA then, I guess, you know, because you know how there's a lot of industry that's run by Ukrainians, Eastern Bloc Russians, and everything up there in LA. Winchell's is up there too, so maybe that's why, you know.
Yeah, that was every time I'd be running.
If you want to get your home moved, you know they're doing it. They put it right on their back and run that shit, or carpets, whatever. They got it.
Every time I was running late for work, I made sure to bring donuts. Made sure to stop at Winchells on the way to work if I was going to be late. You better show up with burritos. One time I got donuts and burritos because I was like an hour and a half late. I was like, oh, fuck, I better fucking get the guys fucking some shit. They're going to be all fucking mad at me if I don't show up with something good being that late. You know?
Breakfast burritos, like, man. That'll do it.
Yeah, I got all these burritos, bro. These donuts. Oh, fuck. I'll make a pot of coffee. Oh, fuck.
So yeah, we have a place that's called Anita's, and they call it New Mexico style, and they sell breakfast burritos. That's like the killer. That's like the best thing they have. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. And then like, so anything, if you're in construction or whatever, and you show up with like 30 of those breakfast burritos, you're a winner. That's what you do, man. You're king for the day, you know.
Went from public enemy to number one to they're like, all right.
So I don't know what the real history of Anita's is, but you know they always call it New Mexico style over here. So I don't know if they had an original spot down there or whatever. I don't know. But we love it, man.
I've never heard of that one. There's a real popular hot sauce here that's sold kind of. It's at least it's sold in Colorado. It's called Sadie's, and they might have it all over now. I don't know, but it's like New Mexico chilies or whatever in it. Sadie's hot sauce or some shit. Might be everywhere.
That Anita's, they probably make a shitload of money on that, by the way, because they have like a green chili bean dip, right? That's not real common here. It's almost like it might be a hatch chili, maybe it's not, but they have a green chili bean dip, you know, and it's not common around here, so they can get like $6 for a half quart or whatever. You know, they make a shitload of money on that,
right?
And it tastes great, of course, you know, but I'll make it myself, man. You know, $3. I'll make a bucket of it, you know.
Right, chilies aren't in yet, but it'll be soon. The roasters will show up at the stores as soon as they have them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we have them. We have everything. Like I can get 16 different bananas for sure. Like we have everything. You just have to know where to go, and most people don't. You know, they just go to Walmart. And Walmart gets more and more diverse all the time. They have great shit there, you know.
Our Walmart doesn't have it like a grocery, like that kind of grocery section. We only have a little small freezer area. There's no vegetables. It's like it's a little Walmart with a small freezer section and some snacks.
They usually call them like super. They call them like super Walmarts when they have an actual grocery store. But when they really do, they have their own deli. They have their own, you know, bakery. They have everything.
It's probably like one of the last remaining not super centers in the whole country.
Right. That's pretty interesting.
They wanted to build a super center. They had a different lot. They want to build the super center. The town council said no. They didn't want because they think it'll hurt the other grocery stores because our town already has 1, 2, 3, 4 other grocery stores.
Well, hey man, where I live, you know, I've been here since the turnover, and like back in 1999, Disney was trying to buy up this horse land and shit, and everybody here, agriculturalists and everything, they all said no, 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 and so now it's Amazon that digging holes and making data centers over there. I mean, they fucked up, man. If they had a Disney over here, it would be an East Coast Disney. Everybody could come from out of state, drop their money, and go back home. They really fucked up, man. And they sat on it being like, no, we want to raise our horses and turtles and blah, blah, blah. But now that it's data centers, obviously you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, they lost.
Heck yeah. Woody the cat. Those people got their stereo turned way up. I was like, what's going on?
They had that sequence when you were watching Terror in the Aisles where it was like cat scares for like 3 minutes. It's just a cat.
What is that cat? What is that kitty? He's out. He's out. He was like, nope, dogs are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bounced out. We're starting to lose. Now we're getting down to like you start to call this twilight now. I think where we're at now, some kind of twilight. Not light. Not any light anymore. It's not light anymore, but it's not dark now.
It's turned all blue and just disappearing, or is it pink? Because around, sometimes with the radiation down, it could be really pink.
You can't see it. Yeah. Let's go out. All right.
Yeah, I think it's turning blue. Yeah, I think it's turning blue.
Yeah, the camera lies. It looks way brighter with the camera.
Maybe we just see like pink around the coast and stuff, because I do see more blue there as long as it's not deceiving.
Yeah, wait till it gets darker. It looks more orange and yellow. Like I see more yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow and like maybe this whole area right here is like some shade of purple up in the sky. The hue.
Yeah.
You can see the hue right there, kind of. That looks kind of purple. And and then it goes blue around that. It's more violet over here. Like right now, it's like violet right here. Then it's more purple over here.
Yeah, you have like really picturesque, like postcard backgrounds. We don't have that. Ours changes quickly. Somebody noticed that the other day. It changes very quickly. It wasn't dark, and it was dark about 3 minutes later.
Right when it gets a little bit darker, the camera will show better. This camera just, I don't know, whatever reason, these cameras are really good in the dark. They got really good in the dark.
Yeah.
They pick up low light, real well. I brought the kitty food in so the mice don't get
it. Are you gonna switch to Apple now soon?
Apple?
Yeah, man. Solve all these problems we have with this once a year phone shit. All this stuff we have. You're gonna switch over to an iPhone.
I don't think it'll fix that. I don't think it'll fix it. I don't know. I don't think it will, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll fix the problem. It might fix some processor problems, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I just know, man, I got to do it again. I did it last summer. I did it the summer before. I got to do it again. My mother, she probably put her credit card down on this one, and may have gotten like 80 out of $120 back before she died too. But I think I have to replace it again. I don't even think she caught up.
Yeah, shop it. There's sometimes companies offer special deals even with the new number, a new number and a phone, and it'll be only like $50, and it's fucking, that's real. You just have to pay your monthly fee, whatever. You don't have a contract, but you pay fucking I always do prepaid. But yeah, it's like they got special deals sometimes with certain
Man, I do
models of phones.
prepaid credit card. That saves me everything, you know.
I think I got this phone for it was fucking cheap. It was supposed to be free, but then they had a bunch of fees and shit they have to charge you, you know?
Yeah. I got the unlock. I got the insurance. You know, like all those kind of things. Yeah.
Right. Charge you for the SIM card, charge you for the service fee or whatever. All of this shit. Then you walk out the door like you walk out the door for whatever it was. $200 and some dollars, and it was supposed to be free, and that pays for your first month service. And you're like, yay, got a new phone.
$79 for 36 months. No problem.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, that's bad enough. My plan's gone up to $55. It used to be 50 with my last company, but I think I have better connectivity now with these guys. And it's higher speed with these guys for $5 more. But everything else about it's exactly the same.
That's okay, man. The beta thing they were testing over here on StreamYard, they said it was like $88 a month, and they were like, "Do you enjoy this? Are you having fun playing with the features?" All I got was like custom graphics, like custom script. Like, so my name right now, it was written in a different script. Big fucking deal. $89 a month? You gotta be kidding me.
$89 a month. What are we gonna do with all this XP we've been earning? I got my 75. I got my 75 XP before I came on the live.
Right. What happened now, man? Oh, I actually got. It's okay, man. I actually gained subscribers recently, so I didn't lose my 5.
Cool. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, my sub count's been steadily climbing for some time. I was super happy to smash through the 600 mark. It just kept on climbing, you know?
Right.
So that's cool. Little ups and a little downs. It always happens. We'll build more. Views are doing good. I think I'm happy with the views are doing real good compared to last year. I was way less views last year.
I don't know from your channel because, you know, you only have your updates and then all your lives, you know, they go away. So I don't know what the views are, you know?
Oh, sometimes there's a lot of views on the lives and sometimes there's not. There's a shitload of comments on the lives, usually.
That's good.
Like, but today it was like 322 comments or something on the video, the one I did.
Right on.
I don't remember how many views it was. It's like 90 or something. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, not a lot of likes though. But it's getting some views, and that's whatever. That's cool.
Hey man, I have 2 channels. I send you 2 likes. I guarantee. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I see you all the time. Yeah. One time recently I got like 22 likes or something on a video. That was pretty awesome within the last month on a live.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I got to remember what day of the week it was and what time and shit, you know?
Right? Like Wednesday at noon. Big hit, right? Big hit.
I don't know. It was a certain time, on a certain day. I just don't know. People were available.
My daughter, she didn't know I had a second channel, and so she wanted to look yesterday. So while we were out, I was letting her look at everything. And what was one of those things that she noticed about? Damn, man. Oh shit. I'm sorry, man. She was looking at my analytics, and she noticed that there's something like the returners are like 33%, you know, which is pretty cool. Like that's 1/3 of the people they're returning people instead of new people that go by and leave.
Wow, mine's much lower than that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 1/3 I think is good. I think that's really good of people that have been watching that come back, you know.
I
That's
think
pretty
mine's like
good. And then
12.
the other thing she saw was
12%.
February and April. She saw February and April, and I said, "Oh yeah, February I did not only the giveaway, it was what is that, Valentine's Day, but then I was like, and then April was my birthday, and I totally got like 30 subs around my birthday doing all that, doing all that stuff. She saw those
Right.
too, like look at those spikes. I was like, oh yeah, that was Valentine's Day and my birthday.
It's just been. I saw another creeper today, a potential ripper. They might be scoping out my compound to see if they could see my
Yes,
grow.
sir.
They were going way too slow, and the guy's all driving, and he's leaning way over in the passenger side of his truck and shit, trying to like get closer with the window down and
Uh-oh.
shit. Yeah, bro. They're like, what do I see?
Did they have their
Yeah.
pirate flags on or not today? Not
That's
today.
hilarious. Like he's flying the powder flag in the back of his truck and shit. Like,
The Jolly
yeah,
Ripper.
maybe I'll put mine up, my Jolly Roger. You know,
Yeah.
and I,
Cross pistolas, man. Cross pistolas. Keep them all away, man.
yeah, I get a black flag, just a black flag, like plague, stay away or whatever. You know,
Right. Keep out. Keep out, man.
right. I think that's a marine symbol for plague or some shit. There's so many different ones. Yeah, there's symbols for bad, like ships and infected people and shit. There's certain flags that they used to fly, certain colors and shit. Like to stay away,
Right.
stay away, don't board us. Yeah.
Right.
I wonder how often they use
I could
how
imagine,
often they
man. I
use
could
that to
imagine.
smuggle. I wonder how often they use that to smuggle stuff.
Yeah, to keep
They're
them
like,
away. Yeah. Back when
they're like,
the threat was too high, like whoever who's used to be Customs and Border Patrol was like, I don't want to die. I don't really care. I don't want to die.
there you go. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
starting
there
to
you
get.
go. You're good, man. You're gonna
It
deliver the
was
news.
it was starting to get dark out there, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So you got a 50% chance of nothing.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, 50% chance that it won't rain here. It was supposed to yesterday. It's still very heavy in the air, but we live in a vacuum, man. Like the weather is very mild right here where I'm at.
Yeah.
These fucking happy birds around here, they don't know anything.
Oh yeah. Ta-da!
Well, I don't know what's up with the post office, man. I hope they get to you soon. I hope everybody else got their stuff.
It's media mail, bro. It says within 21 days. I mean, I don't think we're there yet, but it'll
Oh no,
show.
we're not there yet. No, but that's no excuse, man. That's no excuse.
Yeah, it totally came fast before. Pretty fast. Like within a week. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like before this holiday they were all lazy because um I don't know, like one of my packages got delivered today. I don't even think Benny got his, man. And I delivered that. He should have
Oh
got
yeah.
it.
Well, Michigan probably takes an extra transfer too because of the way the truck routes are and stuff there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when I used to send my uncle stuff in West Virginia, it would take extra time because it would go through Michigan instead of like Clarksburg or something. So
Yeah.
it would take extra time.
Hey
I'd
Gene,
like to
I'm
learn
glad.
those codes.
Yeah. The highway.
Uh-oh, you feeding them?
No. This Jean's just got up. She's got up to say hi. That's all. She's like,
Okay.
hi. She wanted to say hi. She's giving me kisses now. Jean. Jean. Hey, thank you, Jean. Hey, Jean. I know. Yeah, Jean. She wanted to give kisses. She's giving me all the kisses. Come on, Gene, don't make out. Oh, girl. I know, you're a good girl. She wanted to say hi. Hi. I know, hi. She's getting to be a really good girl.
Yeah.
She's gonna be great. Yep. When she gets a little bit older. But she's already getting to be really good. Little stink girl. Little stink girl. I know. Yep. You guys want more kibble?
Yeah. That's what I thought I heard. I thought I heard that like silver bowl being struck down there, you know?
Oh yeah, you might maybe you're onto something. We'll put it in the bowl and see what happens, huh? You got 2 dogs now, so that's a thing. That takes twice as long, Joe. Twice as much food.
At least. At least it depends on their level of competition, man. They'll also eat rocks, so be careful.
That was like the pair. The neighbor told me that after I found the one, he said they usually come in pairs, and then later that night there was totally another one.
Yeah.
So. All right, now they got water and they got.
I'm gonna get going now, and I got some more videos to send out, and I'm gonna watch them before I do. You know, I'm just trying to go through.
Oh heck yeah, Joe! Well, you have yourself a good night.
You too, man. You too. Please send me a link when you get that stuff, and I'll talk to you later, man. All right, everybody, take care of each other. See you later. Peace.